Hey, everybody, and welcome back to Speechless. I'm your host, Phares, 23-year-old conservative activist, host of Speechless, the radio show, and right here, wherever you guys are watching from, likely YouTube. And if you are, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment what you think, share it with your friends. But let's get right on into it, everybody. Obviously, Kamala Harris is the presumptive nominee of the Democrat Party, once again reviving the idea of, oh my gosh, a woman could be president, and any criticism of Kamala Harris now gets deemed as sexist. Well, people are already seeming to start to capitalize on this, one of which seems to be Katy Perry, the recording artist that I didn't even know was still making music, famous for kissing a girl and liking it and talking about how California girls are unforgettable. And so she comes out with this new song. It's called Woman's World. And haven't really listened to it yet, but you might have caught a clip at the beginning. We're going to react to the music video, talk about it a little bit, and see exactly what A Woman's World is all about. Let's react right here. This is Katy Perry's Woman's World.
Sexy, confident, so intelligent. She is heaven sent, so soft, so strong.
Whiskey for women is what it says.
She's a winner, champion, superhuman, number one. She's a sister, she's a mother. Open your eyes, just look around and you'll discover, you know, it's a woman's world and you're lucky to be living in it.
Oh, wow. Classy.
And you're lucky to be living in it. You better celebrate, 'cause baby, we ain't going away. Oh, it's a woman's world and you're lucky to be living in it.
Oh, weird. What was that? Blown back up.
Fire in her eyes, feminine, divine. She was born to shine, to shine.
Now the world is all like chaotic.
She's a flower, she's a thorn, superhuman, number one. She's a sister, she's a mother. Open your eyes, just look around and you'll discover, you know, it's a woman's world and you're lucky to be living in it. It's a woman's world and you're lucky to be living in it. You better celebrate, 'cause baby, we ain't going
Feminine,
away.
divine.
Oh.
And there's obviously that, like the female thing right there. She's wearing a shirt that says feminine, divine. This is interesting so far, and I want to let it finish out, but it's a very interesting, it's one, the overt sexuality of all of it is very noticeable and classless. But I guess that's honestly, a solid critique of almost any wave of feminism after the first, is that sexuality became a huge part. They were obviously all flashing and holding around what seemed to be like vibrators or something, because that was truly what freed women from the chains of oppression, was the fact that they were able to pleasure themselves through a vibrator. That's very, very, very classy. We'll break this all down, but let's finish out the music video.
It's a woman's world and you're lucky to be living in it. Lucky to be living in it. Lucky to be living in it. That's right. It's a woman's world. And you're lucky to be
Who are you?
living in it.
must be some level that "Who are you?" and there must be like some level of her even recognizing that people don't know who she is because she has not been like a part of anything for a long time. You can see it right there. The "Who are you?" Very interesting music video. Let's take it like point by point. First off, I mean, if you even look at the lyrics, we'll go through with those as well. Overall, the song is very like basic female feminist anthem kind of thing, but with a bit of a twist. So the women working here. So the very beginning of this that we saw, it's obviously playing off like the Rosie the Riveter, kind of an old age of feminism, not really like the new age of feminism, like the idea of, oh, women can do what men can do. They're going to work during wartime. They obviously, this is kind of shows a different stage of feminism, an older stage of feminism. Obviously, she's got like the whiskey that she was drinking, and it's all about, oh, we can work, and oh man, we can use the urinals, we can do the things men can do. This plays off a Freudian idea of penis envy, honestly, right there. And then, while still being like, okay, we're workers and everything, it's still overly sexualizing and overly objectifying the woman, which kind of, this is unintentional from Katy Perry because she's always been overly sexual, but it plays off the kind of the trope of the feminist where it's don't objectify me, but I'm going to objectify myself feeling. And then obviously, so they're all working, but then this honestly reminds me so much of like the early to once we get to this point in the video, it's kind of like the early 2000s of of kind of feminism. It's like very, very still some level of traditional attractiveness in a female, and appreciation for the female form in that sense before we got to like this whole fat acceptance, everything like that. But still the women can do everything a man can do. But then we get to this really weird point after that first chorus where we get into a glitch. And so let's get into that. And so you can see, obviously, they have all their vibrators and everything because that's what really led to sexual liberation of women. But let's take a look at this little glitch here, and maybe we can even take it slow. So she gets crushed by an anvil. And then we see these things that happen in here. So let's look at some of the imagery. So we could see that there was like a stripper on a pole, more sexuality, furthering sexuality. And then we get into like that businesswoman you could see there. And that's like so we have like the boss lady woman. Then we have woman on a dirt bike, shopping, and then it's like almost like maybe, I don't know exactly, but she's reinflating herself. Maybe it's supposed to be this representation of like reinvigorating the movement, or maybe this is just a representation of her career, which basically fell off the face of the earth and died a horrible, tragic death because she's been irrelevant now for years, and she's like reinflating it. I don't know, maybe. Then we see that though right here. But then you can notice after this, then she gets up. She is dressed even more scantily, almost pornographic at this point. As before, while it was very suggestive, it's even more like I said, pornographic at this point. And the world just seems chaotic around her, which might be an unintentional. You can see a gay couple there making out. It seems like everything is even worse. And people seem even less happy. And while this might not necessarily be the point that Katy Perry was trying to make, kind of the point that it could be suggesting, or that it could be interpreted as, is that women are less happy under feminism. The world is worse off under this prolific over sexualization of women and the degeneracy that feminism has truly caused on the world. Maybe you could see all these different people. You can see even that woman. She's obviously putting like gas in her ass, which maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's this idea that we've pushed this idea of, oh, you have to have plastic all over, plastic in your ass, plastic tits, plastic lips, and everything. You can even see this woman here is dressed even more whorish than those in the earlier area of the video. Then they start driving this monster truck, and she's like doing her makeup while she's driving. And oh my gosh, it gets so bad. And then they drive over just an average car right there. And then there's a woman. This is something, you got the uterus there. Oh my gosh, like it's become even more. The feminist movement has become even furthering this idea of just the overt pride, but not just proud of being a woman, like proud of separating yourself from a man. I am nothing that a man is. But the irony of all this is we've now moved into a point that's not really recognized in this video, but that you can't even define what a woman is. When we get, if we're to analyze this video as if it's going from one point of the feminist movement to another and like the evolution of it, which seems to be maybe what this is talking about, or recognizing a former feminist movement to now you can't even define, a lot of the people that support the ideas of feminism can't even define what a woman is. And so it kind of falls flat a little bit in that message. And then we could see, so she goes right past a woman that seems to be more traditional, has a house, seems to be happy. She's just washing her dishes, and then she smashes through. Oh, this is the moment she smashes through. But what does she smash through for? She smashes through, and then you can see this one wearing the feminine divine. This is the idea that it's kind of almost cult-like, because it's the evolution of what used to be everybody saying, well, God is actually a woman, which if you follow any traditional sense of the Bible, or if you're actually a Christian, you recognize God is a he and is asked to be he. And not to say that there's not a place for women in religion. Of course there is. Obviously Mary sits at the left hand of the Father, left hand side, while Jesus is on the right. And so there's a lot of beauty to that. And there is a role for women in religion, but this feminine divine is this idea that, I mean, even if you just look at the words feminine divine, like almost treating women as if they are gods, goddesses, and all are, when in reality, no, we are all subjects to the Creator, Lord Almighty. But then you could see the interesting thing, and I don't even know if any of this is intentional, because Katy Perry has traditionally been very, very feminist, but she gets out, she smashes through the glass ceiling. For what purpose? To make like OnlyFans content? Is that really what we're saying here? Is that what you smash through? That's what the purpose of all this has been, so that you could just be further objectified, but at least you're making a dime off of it, off of selling your body like a 2-bit prostitute on the internet? I don't know. Maybe that's what you're saying, Katy Perry. Maybe that's what you're saying. But then, of course, then Katy Perry takes it and makes it her own thing. She takes her female thing, pisses off this TikTok creator, whatever. Who are you? And then this is her comeback as she flies off into the sunset. Honestly, like I said, not a great video. I don't understand how anybody would really like this thing, or the song or the video. In my opinion, 3 out of 10. And the reason why I got those 3 points is because the subtle hints that actually degrade the idea of feminism. That would be my best ideas. But what do you guys think? Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment what you think, share it with your friends. God bless you. God bless America. And until next time, you have been watching Speechless.